Good morning. This is Peter Front for Allendale's morning wake-up call on Friday, May 31st. Yes, today is the last day of May. It's crazy how fast it did get here, but here we are. So the end of the month is today. We could see some positioning with the end of the month here today. So we could see a bit of profit taking here, even though we have seen because we have seen the markets pull back here quite a bit. Just this week, the shortened week, corn's down a good 14 cents. Now we have been seeing signs that the funds have been selling. Open interest was up another 18,000 yesterday, so they have been in these markets. They have been in corn selling. We did find some chart support, 440 level in July. After that, if we take that out, that contract low is 422 and a quarter, so something to be watchful for there. Ethanol did come out yesterday and improved to a strong report of 1.068 million. That is the first report after 6 weeks of disappointing reports to come out positive. Exports today, we're expecting about a million. That would be another positive report there. Beans. So, given that the beans planting pace, we're not quite at 75 to 80% yet. The rains in the 1 to 5 day forecast do look to be a little supportive as of this point. Also, just like with the corn, beans have broken back a lot this week, so we could see a little bit more profit taking. We do have the markets up a bit this morning here. Exports today are expected poor at 300,000. Last week we were talking about those China purchases that never happened, and that was because the U.S. was lower than Brazil in China in the exports. Well, now China is buying back with Brazil because Brazil is now cheaper than the U.S. So something we have to watch out for there. Also, we've got support sitting here in July at 1203.5. We take that out, then you're looking at 1140 to 1145. So just be careful where you're sitting with everything with wheat. So this week we have seen signs that more attention is turning back to the U.S. just ahead of harvest. The Russian headlines were the second part of the rally that we did see in the wheat market. So with that, we have seen the market pull back here this week with less attention being placed on the Russian wheat headlines, with them losing crop because of their frost and such. On to cattle. Nebraska did end up bidding $2 lower. That's where everything started, $2 lower. Box beef, PM box beef, choices up 42, selectors up 4 cents. That packer cushion is now a positive $7.94. So like I said, Nebraska did end up bidding $2 lower. The trade was looking for a $2 higher trade this week. We're not seeing it. So we have set back off of the highs in this market, just a little over that 182 level in August. Box beef is still good. Choice plus select is sitting at 616. So that right there is a number that when we tend to get above that 610, we tend to actually pull back on that. And we have kind of seen it here. We've stalled out here on these highs in the August. That's what we're looking at right now. So just be aware of what's happening here with the box beef and also the cash trade. Those will be your two biggest indicators as of right now. So going into the long weekend, going into the weekend, the 1st of June, we have the July corn up 4 1/4 to 453. July beans are sitting 12 3/4 cents higher at 1222.5, and the July wheat is up 5 3/4 cents at 686 3/4. So today, watch your positions. It is the end of the month. We could see some profit taken here today. Also, going into next month, the seasonal indicates in corn that we tend to make our highs the second to third week in June and then pull back. We'll see if the seasonal does come to fruition, but something to be aware of. Any questions, please feel free to call into 1-800-2-MARKET. This is Peter Fronti for Allendale's Morning Wake Up Call.